And so, so anyway, the whole premise of doing the recordings though is to, you know, show what I do, you know, and that it's not a 9 to 5 job, in no means or way, because I work with people all around the world in different time zones. Which, can I just say for the record, I hate time zones.
Yeah. I've done that. I had a client who was traveling the world.
Oh my God!
And he's paying me, so, you know, I'm on his schedule.
I have to look it up every time. I cannot be like, okay, yes, we can do that. I have, before I give them, because I give them options. You know, I'll give you 3 options. You choose the day or the time. So I have to know what time it is for me. Right. When I'm saying 2 o'clock in the afternoon for you, that could be 3 o'clock in the morning for me.
Right.
Okay. So I was like, well, that's how we work it. You know, as it needed. It's not a 9 to 5. Oh, I know. And, you know, just doing energy work in general, because I do that also. I don't just do readings, and, you know, it's not all glamour and glitz. A lot of it is just me sitting here connecting to energy and knowing that I'm in control of my portals and my vortexes and where I'm going to lay them. And we do a lot of grid work. And when anytime like an uprising happens, we set ourselves over that, you know, and feed it that love and that calm and that peace, and that, so we can, you know, calm the storm. And so, you know, it's all just sitting here doing it though. And so it's like ghost hunting, because you're just half the time, 90% of the time, you're just doing this and waiting, you know, and listening and taking in and directing your intention. But yeah, so I wanted to like start recording. So thanks for giving me permission, first of all, because, you know, a lot of people don't want to go on film. It's enough for them to express themselves in private, but to let the world see, you know. But that's the important part, I think. You know, we got to show we're modern day survivors. You know, we go through all this stuff. Yeah, we all go through it. But when we're going through it, we think we're alone, and I'm the only one. We're not at all. We're all going through it. And so to show that and put ourselves out there in that way, that's awesome. We should do that. So thank you. And also, before you got here and before any other energy work I do, I put our protection. I set the intention, our protection's out. We go to all 4 corners and say our prayer and keep our bubble in that 4 corners, so that we're protected and no harm comes to anyone or thing while we're doing this. You know? So that's where the calm, that peace comes from, is being able to passionately connect. So it creates a pure connection between us. So, got that going, and I can tell you're ready. And I can keep talking. I'm a talker. So anyway, let's go ahead and go in, since we're setting that protection. And again, the purpose of connecting with you today is to release some of the things and issues that we can come across as we walk through this life. The distractions, distortions, and confusions, they're caused by external energies. And they are, we want to call them demons. There are demons, right? We own them.
There are demons.
There are demons. But we need to let them go, remove them, and know that you don't need them in order to find a path.
That's kind of
scary.
Yeah, my body feels scared.
Because they're familiar. They attach themselves from a very young age. And in fact, having worked with you before, I know that they attached themselves to you while you were in the womb.
Yeah.
And so they're also generational. And so you have history of family members, and again, not knowing, not blaming, putting us in a position to have to deal with them lineagely. And as I said, when you came up, as we were sitting outside, I just had you stop for a minute because I could just feel them, like, so I had to calm them. So I already bound several. when you first got here. And see, I feel like an aggression growing in you right now. Are you feeling aggressive?
I feel weird. Not
irritated.
like peaceful.
Irritated.
Yeah, not like peaceful when we first started.
That's because now I'm like connecting with the source of those energies. And again, they're like little minions to me. I mean, they all work for someone. We all work for someone. They're little minions, and they make you feel like they're all powerful.
They're all angry.
Yeah, they're angry because they don't like me. They don't like what I'm doing.
You're
it's
right,
not that
they
don't
like
like
you.
me. It's not me personal. I don't take it personal. I'm okay. I'm okay.
They are really, yeah.
I'm okay with them not liking me because right now I'm the one who have them in my grasp, and they don't like that at all. And like I said, I've already bound a couple of them earlier, and I'm like going after one that is like the leader of the pack, and I call it a pack because it is a pack. And they do not travel alone. Yeah, and sorry.
It's okay.
Not laughing at you.
No.
Laughing at this being, because now he's trying to make me feel like he's all feisty. As I bind him. And this is what I do, the process is I locate, they make themselves known, or I locate. And once I feel them, see them, I take them and I wrap them in my, my Wonder Woman lasso. And I bind them. I can see that. And I bind them, and it's not in a judgmental binding, which confuses the stuck out of them. They're used to being judged. They're used to being hated, loathed, and they like it. So I don't do that. I wrap them in my love, my transformational energy from head to toe. And trust me, they have heads and toes.
I can see that.
And then I open my vortex and pull them up out. And close my vortex. And then look for the next.
For my neck.
He's already gone, so go in. And again, they go into your energy system, like you say, your neck, and it's more like your throat chakra, your blue throat chakra that impedes you from speaking out against them.
Yes, my hands are better. Like when you first started, that's where I was feeling it. Then when that left, now I don't feel that anymore. Okay, my neck.
Because they do that, they'll cause physical ailments by attaching to our energy system. Because our energy system, much like our organs, control our so I'm going in and just finding that energy and little wisps, like he's trying to evade me. Oh, you will.
Yeah, because I'm getting pains in different places.
Yeah, because he's banging and bonging off of your energy in here. And I'm just going to lasso him up, though. Okay. And energetically, it's amazing for me to see it because I'm, literally seeing this thing banging and bonging around. And as soon as I grab him, that lasso attaches. And no matter where it attaches, it immediately starts wrapping. And then it's like a golden wrap. And it wraps him up, and once it's complete, I get this rush, and then I open the vortex, and they're up and out. And close that vortex. We close the vortex because we don't want nothing coming in while we're opening that, because between us and God, there's a lot of stuff that can happen that we could let in, but we don't want to do that, so we close that until we go into the next. And then, of course, right up into your third eye, again, we all have that little spark. I still see purple here. Although I have to tell you, I've not seen one color from any of the other chakras. This is the first one, like you said. You can feel that little spark of purple, but yeah, the rest of it is void and vacant. Again, because, we're not connecting and truly understanding about our energy, what we're connected to. So, this one makes me want to clear my throat. Because he's gulping.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
My posture changed.
He's gulping like, here we go. He just saw what happened to his friends. So, but at the same time, he's not running. Okay, so I'm wrapping and taking him right now and explain the feeling I just got from him as he's up and out of vortex. Closing the doors. I got the feeling from this one that he wanted to go. He wanted to go. He was like, he saw what happened to his friends, and he knew that his time was ending. And that, at the same time, he knew that there'd be more to try to get in. But he was ready to go. And because, again, it's not a judgmental energy that I'm wrapping them in. It's one of compassion and empathy. And it's kind of like a musical tone to us. Once we start hearing this musical tone, we have an emotional reaction to it. And he had an emotional reaction and felt the compassion and empathy. And I got to tell you, that feels a lot better than this tight that we are in, because we're in that tight anxiety, because they're in that tight anxiety at all times. Their greatest fear is that you realize they're not powerful and that you can remove them. You felt that, didn't you? Big rush of just relief. And so now, of course, I feel others like around in your energy system. Again, now I also feel like this is an old, especially over here on the right side, which is going to affect your physical aspects of who you are. There's an old energy here, and again, we go back to that generational. Once you start healing, you heal your past, present, and future. So these old generational images that I'm getting from your relatives gone by, and kind of gone, it's like you'll heal that. Because again, you're releasing, it's like releasing everybody from a sleep, right? Big energy of just sleep is now being lifted. So it's going to heal that as well and remove that energy. Keep the good stuff. We always keep the good stuff. There's those that are here to help us get through this and move past it. That is amazing energy that I'm feeling like it wants to attack me. And I say it's amazing energy because that is a demon just made himself known. Because when they want to come after me like that, yeah, he's challenging me. He's challenging me.
That's funny.
Are you
I say that's funny because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I just kept saying, I love you. I love you. When I started breathing, I started sending out love.
Yeah, they don't like that. Because when we admit that unconditional agape love, because we're accepting it for ourselves, and then we're emitting that out as a reflection of what we are, they don't like that. They don't like the love. They don't like that at all. So I feel like he's over here now on your left side, which is going to control all your male aspects. Well, and they control that male aspect by making us be like a man. We don't want to be a man. We don't want to have to deal with everything alone. Yeah, that causes that pain. So I don't need to conversate with this little devil thing, because now he's just trying to show me like he's a little devil. And I'm like, that's right, that's all you are, is a little devil, and you're now being wrapped because you made yourself known. And you're now being wrapped and transformed in that energy. Open the vortex up and out. All right, so you feel that calmness that just came in? I felt it come from the ceiling down and move down past my body. And I feel you with that divine love.
Something going on my stomach.
Yeah, we're gonna, again, full side effects, because you've just released something that takes away your real psychic abilities in your yellow chakra.
There's color.
Yeah. So let that keep going in, because now we're filling in all those areas we just removed all that demon energy from. Back with the divine light. And again, you might feel little side effects from it, but just breathe through it, let it go.
Oh.
All right. Just filling it in. Just let you go relax. And, and again, don't worry about shutting off your mind, because now we want to fill those with good, happy, positive thoughts and train those receptors to accept this new energy. This is a fact, scientific fact. We have receptors that accept our energy, thoughts, and surroundings. And now those little devils are just bouncing off of you. Do you feel that? Did you just see that? Can I just ask? Did you see that?
No, I feel. I don't know how to explain it. You ever play ping pong?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Ping pong.
But you're bouncing back and forth.
Yeah.
And you're not stopping.
No.
So now I want you to take that ping pong and actually have that energy that you see as a ping pong, slow motion. And then watch how it slows down, because now it's seeing that you see it, it's looking at you. It sees that you see it. And so the consciousness relationship is changing the dynamics of this energy, because now you see the imbalance. You're slowing it down. You're allowing it just to flow back and forth. Not being snapped. Even back and forth. Energy changes once it realizes it's being watched. So now that the demons know you're watching them, it's okay. Move past. Just breathe and let it flow away. That energy will try and just come back, and you'll see side effects. You'll feel it in your body. But you just gotta let it blow away. And allow healings and balance to be restored. Because now that energy is aware that you see it. It's going to behave differently. It'll try and come in different ways, through different people, through different events. But you'll recognize right away, because you see it. You see that energy, how it's just going back and forth like a ping pong, just slapping you back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because that's what they do. But you slowed it down, right? Did you see that happening?
I felt it.
So you slowed it down. That made it aware. But now you're aware. That changes the dynamics and the things that happen in your life, because now you're aware of the energy and the way it looks and how it feels. Can change it. So, and now I'm feeling more energy in your.
That's because I'm wrapping myself in the Wonder Woman lace.
That's awesome.
I started it.
You have it in your stomach. When you did that, it was like shifting like that, back and forth for me.
Yeah, I was wrapping myself in the Wonder Woman thing.
Yeah, awesome. Use that lasso.
Yeah.
We all are Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman's good.
But yeah.
Oh.
You see it. And then, again, the little things try to come back in, but I feel like I see them bouncing off of your energy. Because once you're in that connection and in that conscious awareness and knowing, it changes the way they interact with you.
Yeah, I had to get to a point where I could protect myself.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we all do. I mean, we all need to know that we are protected, but we need that conscious remembrance of it. We need to train our energy around it, because we're not taught that from birth. How to get into that energy. I'm looking now at your root chakra.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm feeling that waves of red, so I have more color here, where there was none earlier. And again, it's taking me right down to the root red chakra, because that's your foundation. That's where your belief system is you know all this.
I know, right?
But we get distracted.
How to heal the healer.
The wounded healer no more. Remember, we got to remember that's name, because it used to be, the wounded healer, the loner. But no, the wounded healer no more. We're not alone. More of us are awake and see it. So that's your foundation. You need to get back to your basic and keep it simple, effortless. Breathe through it all, and don't take it in, because we all take things so personal we can't even try and work through it.
Yeah.
And so we got to stop that. Stop playing the blame game. Stop putting so much guilt, because it's not our blame. It's not our guilt. We are in an energetic world, trying to make it as a physical being.
It is not always easy.
It's never easy. And we are rigged and set up for failure, because we're not taught about that energetic side, that spirituality of who we are, and how powerful we are, and that we have an energy system that's connected to everything, and that, yes, everything you do affects everything. So how do you feel?
That's better.
So you did that from your stomach area. I felt shift when you were wrapping yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That shifted. Just went that way for me. I was like, I feel movement.
That was what I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were shifting it that way?
I was
moving
it out? Yeah.
And see, we need to get you to the point where you know how to open that vortex and wrap everything and anything that's around you. Beings, energy, feelings, thoughts. Wrap them all in that lasso. Open that vortex and up and out. Send right back up to God. Because God has asked me not to vaporize any longer. I can't just blast him out. I have to transform, because he wants to deal with his unruly children. And I so appreciate that as a mother.
Yeah.
Could you please help me out? I got my kids. You get yours. I appreciated it, so I agreed. And so ever since then, that's all we do is transform now. No matter if I'm doing a land, a business, a house so it can sell, I'm transforming that energy. And it really does replace. I mean, did you feel that? That was like an elevator. What, Mom? What?
We'll get cookies. Cookies. We're missing cookies.
The cookies are in the refrigerator.
Oh, they're not. You ate them all. Gotta love her.
I know. I do.
I know.
She'll figure it out. And by the time I get in there, she'll have forgotten about the cookies. Reminds me of the Matrix all the time. I'm stuck in this Matrix because I'm living with someone with short-term memory loss. But I look at it with compassion. I have to treat it just as anything else. And she's just a lost soul like the rest of us. She can't find her cookies. Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
She'll find them.
She'll be fine.
I did not eat them. Matter of fact, I only had one piece of pie last night. I did really good.
Distractions.
Exactly. They still happen. We just work through it. Get right back to where we were, right? We're right back on it. Because, that's world. Like I said, when trying to meditate, when we were out there, for 10 seconds, you couldn't even stop.
Your brain.
You can't. I challenge everybody to try and stop that thought process. Okay, we can't stop it. But what we do, instead of reacting to it, we respond to it. Allow it to flow. If it's nothing good and serves us, it just keeps on moving. We replace it with good, loving thoughts and let it keep moving and just keep replacing it with that love. That's meditation. It's being able to sit in that love, to be able to feel that love for yourself and emit that out to the world. That's the purpose of meditation. You're going to talk to God. Well, don't meditate because you're going to fall asleep. Right? Am I right?
No. Yeah, there have been days.
If it's longer than 10 minutes, I'm falling asleep. That's a nap. That's why I try to keep my videos short. 10 minutes. If you ain't got it in 10 minutes, then just keep listening. Rewind. But yeah, right back into the flow. So yeah, I mean, that's what we have to do for ourselves on a daily basis, though, is remind ourselves that we have this energy system and that we have an instant GPS, divine guidance, protection. That's why we say I am connected, grounded, balanced, protected, and flowing in the love of the divine. That will start retraining those receptors in your brain and start activating your chakra system. It's just their
It's still
conscious.
there.
It is there.
It
Thank
is
God.
there.
Thank
I
God.
can see I could see the purple when I got
Yeah.
here. And then the red. And I can see a little bit of yellow. I saw the yellow first. So it
And I
hasn't
saw
got
the
it.
blue. The blue. It was there. It was just
Yeah, I don't
being
really,
penetrated and blocked.
yeah, I don't really see it yet, but
But that's what they do. They come in and I see them like tentacles. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen or heard me describe the skyfish is what they're called. That's what the Indians called them, skyfish.
Skyfish, no.
Because they look like these. I mean, they're in Star Trek, in one of the shows in Star Trek, and it's the amoeba. How do you say it? Amoeba?
Oh, yeah.
That's supposedly coming and sucking up all the energy of everything in
Oh,
its
yeah,
path.
yeah.
And it's got these little portal things. Well, those little portal things have tentacles that go out and can attach.
Yeah,
And
I've
they're
dreamt about those
long.
things.
They're long because they're energy. These beings are more like plasma.
Yeah,
They're energetic.
They look like little
They're
bubbles.
born little bubbles, but they get huge. And I mean, they get so big. They're 3 football field long. I've seen them. They're huge. They're huge. And they suck up the energy everywhere they go. They take. That's what they feed off of.
Yeah.
It's energetic. And so they're little tentacles that actually come in and penetrate. I see them as little penetrations into your... Sorry, but...
It's okay.
Wrong visual.
No, I was thinking about this dream that I had. That I've had, like, for months, over years, just of them.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Disc shaped, yeah. Everywhere. And they do. They I mean, I've seen them in so many situations. They even terrorize the dead. If someone passed away in a house 20 years ago, whatever, they keep the essence of that person there and continue to drain from it. And that's an eternal energy that they can drain from until that person is removed from that situation by grace of God or someone psychic coming in saying that needs to be removed. You okay?
I'm having a pain.
Just breathe, and it's in your heart. We haven't even talked about your heart. Just breathe.
I think I understand my heart. It's been broken so many times. And it's broke. It's just broke.
It's not broke. It's when I cry. It's not broke. It's just been ignored. It's been ignored. It's been infiltrated. It's been made to feel less than. That's what they do. And so it does hold all those relationships, all those heartbreaks, all those heartaches, all those hurts. So when you're clearing your energy, it's going to clear all that out. And again, you're going to feel the pain of it because you're expressing now the physical from the emotion. Because it was the emotion that you went through that you still hold on to that they're using to block your heart. Makes it hard to go into relationships. Makes it hard just to love yourself. And I gotta say, there's another energy I feel like wants to attack me around you, though. Like they're trying to come back in. I gotta tell you, they can't get in through that shield that's around you. I see them like standing on this outside of it, trying to beat their way in. Literally, like.
Yeah, I can feel that.
So wrapped. Open vortex up and out. I love it when they make themselves known because hopefully they can. So,
Okay. I got it. So there shouldn't be there.
And can I just say, why would they like be trying to put themselves off as Michael Jackson?
I don't know.
That is too weird.
It's funny. I don't even like Michael Jackson.
Maybe that's why I'm using an irritant. That's weird. And it's Michael Jackson, like he's dressed up in that black outfit with the hat, the rim,
looking like an alien.
And yeah, and it's the rim that
maybe it's an alien.
That's the rim that has me focused on. So yeah, I'm not saying it's Michael Jackson. This is not Michael Jackson. But this is a good example, though, of an irritant to you. And you're not even consciously thinking about it, but they're going to subconsciously put those thoughts into you as an irritant.
Yeah, somebody else came into my head just now, whose name I'm not going to mention because we're recording. But it's somebody you and I have talked about before. Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. Again, irritant.
Yeah.
See what they do? And it's like they're just make you think of, Michael Jackson over here. I really don't like Michael Jackson. Here goes the negative thought. I don't like. And then boom, they can get right back in. That's how subtle they are.
Yeah.
But no. Sorry, wrapped.
Love and light. That was interesting.
Again, that's what people don't understand is the subtleness of them. I mean, it's like the little kid who, has a imaginary friend is not so imaginary to that kid, right?
Right.
We want to label it as an imaginary friend. Nobody else can see, but little Johnny over here can't stop talking to him.
Yeah.
Wants to feed him. Wants to get him a drink. Wants to start doing whatever the bidding is. That's how they get in. Because those are real. Imaginary friends are real. Right?
I look better than I did when we started.
Yeah?
I feel better. I know the glowier is probably not a word, but that was what came up.
And it's amazing too when I look back at some of these films, which I'll edit and put into its own little category. You'll see energy moving, because it's a thing. It's a real thing. It's on a different site. We all want to just have our site, but our
I told you stop that.
It's our God-given sight that we see with. So it can be seen. I see it. I wish people would just see with me, but it hasn't happened yet.
I hate to tell you, that may never happen.
I know. That's okay. One day we will live in a world where we all see it, and it won't be around. Just one or two people, and then 20 people attack you because they don't see it. I live for that day.
Okay. I think I've told you this before. Jesus only had 12 other people with him, right?
But Jesus came to tell us who we were.
Hello?
Yeah.
Have you met yourself? Yeah.
Have you met you? Healer, we
Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't be so. But yeah, that's what happens though. And and again, stories and generational energies that we don't know where foundation of. Those are the things we ask to see. Those are the rooted things, and so it's like we know, that's generational. This energy it follows families. It can cause havoc and chaos, and it likes it. So we say no more. We say no more. No more. No more. No, we don't need the devil to know God. We don't need hate to know love.
Right.
We don't need to be poor
to be wealthy.
To be wealthy. I mean, we do not. We are so just bombarded with the have-tos and the should-haves and the need-to and
this moral compass that we've come up with.
Who we found out every one of those people that made that moral compass busted it years ago. years ago. We always find out those that are accusing us are the accused. So, I mean, and, you know, that's the way it works. It's double standard. It's do as I say, not as I do. It's, you know, this is for me, not for you. I don't have to live. I mean, we've even had, you know, celebrities and well-known people come up and say, you know, taxes are for little people. So are your rules.
Yeah.
So are your laws. Well, sorry, but no, we're going to change that. It's just been that way because evil really has been ruling this planet for a long time. That's why it was given to Jesus in his days of temptation. I'll give you this world. You can have this planet to do as you will. How can you do that if it wasn't his? Right. It's his. But we're going to knock him out. And he wants to be transformed as well. Matter of fact, I got to tell you, I believe that the true first original evil devil fallen angel was given absolution 2 years ago during the first gathering of witches, and they tried to hex President Trump. That night was a spiritual battle unlike anything I've ever seen physically with my eyes. My light above me, the sky above me, literally dark and red on one side, white and light on the other.
What?
Going into battle.
They tried to hex.
Yeah, President Trump. You know, they've tried to do a couple of things since then as well with Kavanaugh, and it's just crazy.
It's the second time I've heard that. I heard it on a radio show a couple weeks ago.
Well, I called to arms. I posted about it and when it was supposed to happen because I find out, you know, God lets me know things are coming up, or whether I see it on YouTube or whatever. Got the information, put the call out. All the, you know, that want to combat this and know what you need to do. You got to pray for this situation to be dissolved. They came together, and the next day I had to go on, you know, video and just, I cried. I couldn't believe the outpour of good that I felt that night, you know, and I believe and I was told that the devil himself that night received absolution from God. He was transformed.
I believe that could happen. And I don't know if I don't know that I believe that it has. I just believe that it can.
Yeah, and the ones we're dealing with now are his little minions. They're his little minions that don't want to go. They want to fight till the dirty end. Yeah, well, it's not going to be so dirty. It's going to be a lot cleaner than they think. But it's happening right now. And that was actually 3 years after we started doing our energy work even. Like, and everything happens for threes. I don't know how or why, but it does happen in threes. So, yeah. But yeah, he's already gone. The devil's already received absolution. Fallen angel, number 1. Numero uno.
Sleepy now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get that peace, I know. Anyway, he's gone. We're just dealing with his minions now.
I do have a question. What's going on with my legs?
Okay, so, and I know that we talked about your stomach, your kidney, your liver, where a lot of the, you know, again, that's your orange and yellow and red chakra. Orange being the motivation one right here. And that was void. That was vacant. There was no motivation in there. And so, again, that causes from the hips, the kidney, the liver, all those things control electrodes and things that are actually connected to the bottom of your feet, which cause neuropathy. And so, yeah, it's all discombobulated, starting here for me. Like you keep saying to yourself, I'm good from here up. Yeah, literally. Like your heart's fine, but gallbladder down, gallbladder, appendix. You don't have an appendix?
Yeah, I do.
Because your appendix feels
I've never had surgery.
Malfunctioned. No, it's not like I want to say it's not there. It's like not working properly either. And your appendix, which, you know, the doctors want to say, well, if you have a hysterectomy, we'll go ahead and remove your appendix and your gallbladder because you don't really need those. Well, what God told them, I didn't mean your appendix actually is like, okay, your bile and everything goes through your gallbladder, your liquids go through your appendix.
Okay.
You know, and it filter through. Oh, which just...
Could that be why I'm dehydrated?
Yes.
Okay.
And because of your kidneys. Your kidneys issues will make you dehydrated as well. So you've got it all. You got 3 organs, right? 4, because your liver, again, is grainy to me. And that's not healthy. You know, and again, it's little things that you can change in your world and do that will start to correct that. Taking the myosteo will also help you because it's a nerve. It helps with nerve endings, which is the neuropathy. And not only the neuropathy, but the liver. The liver is an electrode in itself also. Again, the things that filter through it will clog it. So with your habits, we'll just leave it at your habits that need to be changed.
Because we've discussed those.
So yeah, but and again, I'm no doctor. I just go to where they show, and this is all lit up. And that's all your, again, appendix and gallbladder and liver and kidneys, and
even Bobby said that. He said this isn't fat. He said it feels
that's
like it's
bloat.
Yeah.
And it's actually caused from back problems that your liver and your kidney get so expanded and stuff pushing into your back, it'll start protruding your stomach. So you're all swollen. You've got a lot of...
Interesting.
What's it called? Not swelling, but...
water weight.
No, not water weight, but... well, swelling, but what's the other word?
Bloating.
Not just bloating,
swelling.
But...
Because my ankles go like this.
Yeah, right. Because it's like you're retaining, but you're not. You're not flowing. It's not flowing properly.
Okay.
It's not flowing properly. So the myosteo will help you. Drinking green tea will help you. Green tea is a clearance, but you need to drink a good 4 or 5 cups a day.
Oh, that'd be easy.
4 or 5, 12 ounces or more, cups a day of green tea. You can mix it with whatever you want, as long as you're getting that green tea. But yeah, that's what it feels like to me. And of course, all that affects your lower extremities. And then plus, I got to tell you, just not being charged up in your energy system weighs you down. You start feeling vacant and void and everything. Your whole body just starts to...
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
At least I did before I came today.
Yeah. Right now, I got a different posture. That's what we do. That's what it does. And that's why I think the chakras are so important to our daily existence here on this planet. And a lot of other planets. It has been removed by some.
Yeah.
Some planets don't deal with this. They've already been rid of it. They got rid of the demons. Basically what it comes down to. The demons control even those that infiltrate, whatever you want to call them, whatever species or clone or humanoid, or we could get into a lot of conversations here with this one. But we'll save you that. We'll save you that.
We've had those conversations. I don't know that we want to record that.
Yeah. That's for another show. But yeah. Another time. That will come up. That will come up.
When I'm whole again. Then we can have that conversation.
Yeah, because there's a lot more going on. People need to be made aware, but they're, again, programmed not to want to pay attention.
I get that's... I haven't been paying attention. And this is just energy shifting.
You'll feel that. Like I said, you'll feel the side effects from what we just did. And for 21 days, we're going to do this, right? Whether it's once a week, once a day, every other day, how often you feel like you need to make that call.
Okay.
Let me know, and we'll go right into another session. Even if I can't get on the phone with you, know that I'm right there as soon as I get that, call from you. And I'll feel it energetically also. It's like, I won't even have to, get on the phone with you. You just have to say, okay, I'm in this. I need that God energy. And then, I know Solanas there helping me boost it up so we can get through this together and move past that energy and let it move on by. And clean and clear, up and away. So, because again, once we start doing work with you, you're like in my forever prayer chain now. You've been in mine.
Yeah, I know. I know how that prayer chain works. I've got my own. Even though I'm not conscious of it, my higher self is conscious of my prayer chain.
You know, because that's not, I mean, I can't pray all day long.
Right.
But we're to be in constant prayer for each other. How do we do that? It's through our higher self.
Right.
You know, I've got this list, this, you know, a dialogue with my higher self. As soon as I say, okay, I'm praying for you, and then they know to categorize. Here we go. You're placed in that list.
Yeah.
Now, and because we're in constant prayer. Higher self is in constant prayer.
I mean, if I took time to pray about everybody, every day, all day long,
I would never
get that done.
Nothing would get done, and I gotta do my thing. But that's part of my thing. So, but that's how people.
Yeah.
I mean, to put it in perspective for people, it's not like you got to be in prayer mode all day long, every day, 24. No,
but
that's not what constant prayer means. Too.
Huh? It's a oneness thing.
Well, you're in there. It just takes your thought.
Yeah.
You don't have to even like meditate or prayer. You just have to think, oh, God, I'm in that energy, and boom, there it is.
Yeah.
It takes just a thought to be in your chakras, to be in that connection with God and Mother Earth, to know that you're that trinity, that polarity of energy, and it's just flowing through you. That's why we say I'm connected, grounded, balanced, protected, and flowing in the love of the divine. Ugh. Keep it going. 24/7. So anyway, the program, though, that I offer is 21 days of spiritual clarity.
Okay.
You know, so it's 21 days, because it takes 21 days to start a new habit. Right?
Okay.
So after 21 days from today, I'll mark it on my calendar, and we'll have a little celebration at the end.
Okay.
And because you're going to see the difference from the Carla today and the Carla 21 days from now. Mm-hmm. You're going to feel the difference and the shift in perspective and the energy, because now you're no longer being fed this crap. Your true nature self is allowed to rise up and be Carla. You're meant to be.
So we record again in 21 days?
We record every time we get together during the 21 days.
Okay.
And then again, we can do it on Skype. You know, I can record phone through my Skype number also. We can do audio.
Okay.
However it needs to happen, because if you're at work and you just have a minute, you got to, you know, even if I don't answer the call, you'll hear my recording, which is, you know, say it with me.
Yeah, I
know. And so, you know, I'll be saying it with you. And I'll be there. And then you just, you know, we'll document it later. Okay. You know, I know I felt Carla today, and, you know, at 11:45, you know, I sent her that. Or, you know, it's amazing what really, at the end of that 21 days, you're like, oh my God, I really did feel that during that time, and I really did call on her.
Yeah, because I journal too.
Yeah, so I just, you know, I have to record, document. That's why I'm taking a video now, because it's so much every day. Mm-hmm. It'd be easier just to record it. You know, I mean, it's going to be a couple of different ways that it's going to happen. But yeah, I mean, just so everyone can see the process of what you go through. And I mean, they'll know from just this, you know, however long this video will be after editing, you know, from the beginning to now. Yeah. Just that smile on your face is different.
Yeah, you know? I'm different. I can see that.
Yeah, it's been 50 minutes.
Because I was dark. With a little shade of purple. I mean, like, if you, just a little shade of purple up here.
To use your own word, toxic. Toxic. That's what you tell me. She warns me. I'm going to come over, but I'm toxic. I'm like, everybody's toxic.
But you don't understand. I'm toxic.
I know you are. You know you are. And that's what we deal with. That's who we work with. I mean, if everybody was peachy keen and awesome, damn, who would I do? Who would I do? I can't wait to find out what I would do. I pray for that day.
Yeah, let's go live in that world.
Yeah, I want to be in that world. I dream about that world.
Yeah.
I've been in that world. I know that world exists. I'm bringing it down into this one.
I don't know. I've never seen that world before. One time.
Oh, see, you had a glimpse.
One time, I was when I was in Arizona, I went to go have tea with Emmett Fox in front of Heaven's Gates, and it was so beautiful. At one time.
So yeah, get those glimpses. We know it exists. I don't care what anybody says. I know it exists. It'll happen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the vortex thing. I can visualize once I can visualize it, then I can. So I remember, because I've walked people over to the other side, what that feels like. So instead of walking other people over to the other side, I'm walking my demons over to the other side.
Yeah.
That's a game plan.
Yeah. That's different. Most
Yeah.
people just own their demons and then walk through life with them, thinking they can't get rid of them.
But I can't.
But you can. We all can.
I can wrap them like I wrapped myself.
Yes.
That's why they couldn't get in.
Yep. That's why they're just bouncing off, trying to come in subtly, like this Michael Jackson character. What the? Why don't you like Michael?
It's not that I don't like Michael. I don't like Michael, but it's a Michael Jackson Prince thing, you know. Who's better, Michael Jackson or Prince? Prince always is better.
Well, I can't disagree with you on that. But I still like Michael. But yeah.
But Michael, the way you described him, sounds like an alien.
Yeah.
Who
we did in a video, actually. Yeah.
Who reminds us of somebody I know who is always interfering in my energy field. Constantly. And for months now, I've not felt him. Because obviously he was cloaked.
Yeah.
By all the other crap that was in the way.
Right.
I used to be able to tell when he was there.
Mm-hmm. So you could...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But see, that's what happens when we're in the mode of distraction, distortion, and confusion.
Right.
They take everything, every little thing, and use it against us.
Yeah.
Every little thing. To cause irritations, fear, insecurities, anxieties. Distortion, distraction, chaos, confusion. No more! No more. Get that internal GPS going. You got your direct line to God. You go.
Okay.
Just allow. You know, because it's not about giving up my free will because of the will of God. No, it's allowing God to work his miracles and magic and wonders in my life.
Getting out of his way.
Oh, getting out of his way. Getting out of my own way. Ain't about me. Ain't about me. God provides everything I need, though. I do not live in lack.
Yeah.
I do not. Do not live in lack.
And that's what I don't understand about me. Neither do I.
Yeah.
I'm not... Yeah. I've always had everything that I need. Mm-hmm. So why am I...
Periods of darkness. People want to call it the 3 days of darkness. Oh, it's coming on us. It can happen anytime. It's already been done, happened, gone. Here we go again.
Yeah.
But we're believing to just be set up to this. Oh, it's just that 3 days of darkness. The darkness of the soul can only happen when. No, the darkness of the soul is happening all the time. It's who's in on you. And how aware are you of their presence? Like you said, you could get rid of them.
Yeah.
Cut them off. You don't get to play like that.
Yeah.
But no, we get distracted, distorted, and confused, and all of a sudden, boom, they're on us like a freaking pack football team coming and tackling in on us, piled. And we forget. We think we forget. We just get distorted.
We think they left us alone. Like I said.
Yeah, and then they subtly come in.
Yeah, once you got rid of that, and you said that, I knew exactly who that was. Because I know that energy. But I wasn't able to see it.
Yeah, now you see. Now you're aware. Again, once you start seeing that ping pong, and you know, no. I'm going to slow you down. I'm going to see you. Then they know that they see that you see them, and that their behavior has to change. I mean, have you ever seen an exercise with children where they have 3 kids sitting in a room, and they tell them, you know, we're going to be recording. You guys just sit here and play, do whatever. We're just going to record you for a little bit. And we'll let you know when we're going to turn the recording off, okay? Okay. So for, you know, whatever, 5-10 minutes, however long the exercise is, they're all sitting there being nice, playing, getting along, just doing their little whatever workbook or whatever. They're fine. As soon as they know or are told that camera is turned off,
they turn into different people.
They turn into different people because they don't think they're being watched. So then they get mean and outright, what? Where did you come from? That's the way this energy works. When it knows it's being watched, it's nice. It can't do to you what it wants to do. But when it doesn't think that you see it, it's going to jump in and do all kind of chaos. You think you're making all kinds of bad choices. You got all kind of bad luck coming on you.
Who in the heck are you? What have you done with Carla?
Exactly. But you know. You just got to start paying attention again. We're so distracted. We get so distorted. Confused. So yeah, no more of that. All right. So,
Thank you.
yeah, thank you. You know, I also feel edified connecting with others. That's what we do as healers. We're not just healing the person sitting in front of us. We're healing ourselves, the universe, the worlds beyond.
Backwards and forwards.
Yep, all around. God bless you. And yeah, 21 days. What's today? November 23rd. So we'll track that.
Days.
Yep, and watch it. So say goodbye and thanks for watching.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Hey, it's Carla. I was just calling to check in. It's been a week. I feel amazing. I'm actually excited this evening. I've been sober 10 days now. Anyway, I just called to say hi and just check in. I will talk to you later.